Rocket Captain Milo's Space Journey and the Lost Dinosaur. It was a night when the wind sang softly to the tree branches, and the moon smiled from behind the clouds. In his house on Oak Street, 5-year-old Milo was lying in his bed, his duvet pulled right up to his chin. The room was dim, only the small bedside lamp cast a warm, honey-colored light on the wall. Milo's eyes were slowly closing. Just as he was about to fall asleep, he felt the empty space beside him with his hand. Pat, pat, pat. He looked right. He looked left. He lifted the duvet. Milo's eyes went wide. His heart started beating like a tiny bird in his chest. Flutter, flutter, flutter. His favorite sleeping buddy, the green, soft, big-bellied dinosaur Dino, was gone. Milo remembered immediately. They had played Dinosaur Hospital in the playroom before dinner. He had forgotten Dino there, on the chair next to the toy box. Milo wanted to get out of bed, but he stopped. Because to get to the playroom, he had to go through the long hallway. And at night, the long hallway was the place Milo feared the most. It was dark. It was full of shadows. It felt like there was an unknown cave at the end of the hall. Milo thought, maybe I can sleep without Dino. He squeezed his eyes shut. But no, it wouldn't work. Dino was alone there, maybe he was cold and scared. He had to rescue him. Just then, the door clicked open and his dad came in. Milo? Why aren't you asleep, champion? Milo said with a trembling voice, Daddy, I left Dino in the playroom. But I can't go there. The hallway is very dark. There might be shadow monsters there. His dad smiled and sat on the edge of the bed. I see, said his dad. Darkness can look a bit spooky sometimes. Because our eyes can't see everything clearly in the dark, our brain fills in the gaps with our imagination. And sometimes our brain plays scary tricks on us. Milo said, but I am scared. Dad touched Milo's shoulder. Milo, do you know what courage is? Courage isn't not being scared at all. Courage is being able to do it even though you are scared. It is taking that first step even if your legs are wobbling. Then his dad had an idea. Shall I tell you a secret? That hallway isn't actually a dark place. It is outer space. Milo was surprised. Space? Yes, said his dad. And you are the brave Captain Milo. Dino is a passenger stranded on a faraway planet. You need to cross the vacuum of space to rescue him. You must take your laser torch with you. Dad took a small, silver torch from the drawer and gave it to Milo. Are you ready, Captain? Milo held the torch in his hand. He felt the cool metal. He took a deep breath. The fear inside him was still there, but now there was a little bit of excitement too. I am ready, said Milo. Milo got out of bed. Dad said he would wait at the door. Captain Milo had to make this journey alone. Milo stood at his door. The long hallway stretched out before him, dark and silent. Milo switched on his torch. Click! A beam of white light pierced the darkness. Milo whispered, "I am Captain Milo. This is just space." He took his first step. Tiptoe. When he got to the middle of the hallway, he saw a pitch-black shadow with terrifying long arms on the wall to his right. The shadow looked like it was reaching out to him. Milo gasped. He wanted to turn back. A monster, he thought. But then he remembered his dad's words. It is being able to do it even though you are scared. Milo pointed his torch at that shadow with a shaking hand. When the light hit the shadow, Milo started to giggle. That scary, multi-armed giant was actually just the coats his dad had hung on the coat stand, and a hat on top. The sleeve hung down, and the hat looked like a head. "You're just coats," said Milo. "You can't trick me, space monster." He stood a bit taller. He felt stronger. He arrived at the playroom door. This was the darkest part of the house. He stepped inside. Just then, he saw two glowing yellow eyes on the floor in front of the window. Meow! Milo jumped. He quickly swung his torch there. It was the family cat, Luna. Luna was sitting in the moonlight coming through the window, looking at Milo. "Oh, Luna," said Milo, letting out a deep breath. "You scared me. Are you an alien too?" Luna just wagged her tail. Milo swept his torch around the room. The light found the toy box, the crayons, and there he was. It lit up Dino, sitting on the chair with his neck bent. Milo ran to the chair. He hugged Dino. Feeling that soft fur took all his fear away. "Don't be scared, Dino," he whispered. "I am here. I saved you." He tucked Dino under his arm. Now it was time to go back. Milo turned around. The hallway was still dark, but it didn't look so long or scary anymore. Because he had walked that path once. He knew what was there. The coats were just coats. The cat was just a cat. And he was a truly brave captain. Milo walked back with quick steps. It was as if he had rockets on his feet. When he entered his room, his dad was waiting with a smile. "Here returns our hero," said his dad. Milo climbed into his bed, out of breath but proud. He put Dino next to his pillow. "Daddy," said Milo. "I saw a giant in the hallway, but it was actually just coats. And I saw monster eyes, but it was just Luna." "You see," said his dad, tucking him in. "When you shine a light, the fears disappear. You achieved something very big today, Milo. You conquered your own fear." Milo put the torch, the laser beam, on his bedside table. He felt so big, so strong, as if he could grow right up to the ceiling. Dino said thank you too, said Milo with a yawn. His eyelids were heavy. I am sure he did, said his dad, kissing Milo on the forehead. Good night, Captain. Milo hugged Dino tight. The dark room didn't feel scary to him anymore. Because now he knew, darkness was just a place where the light hadn't been switched on yet. And if he got scared, he could always switch on the light of courage inside him. That night, Milo played hide-and-seek among the stars with Dino in his dreams. And he wasn't scared at all.